crept, oh, because of the holiday on Monday. I was gonna say Thursday crept up so fast. And then I was like, I'll do it on Friday. I usually do it on Thursday or Friday, go live with you guys. But Thursday came so fast that I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it on Friday. But I guess my mind was still just kind of off thrown with the holidays that I was like, it's today, Friday. And then I was like, oh my God, yes. So I'm just getting back in the house, you guys. I had a lot of errands to do. A lot of errands to do. But before I came home, I stopped off. Oh, I know that. This is my Starbucks from the other day. Mhm. That's what I do, you guys. When I have Starbucks and for some reason I don't finish it, I'll just put it in the refrigerator. I am not letting it go to waste. And it was iced anyway, so I just put it in the refrigerator. Mm. But today I stopped off at Starbucks. I got my protein matcha and bacon egg bites. But that's not enough protein for me. So this is my applewood thick cut bacon. So I'm gonna just put some of this in my good air fryer, and then I'll eat this with my egg bites from Starbucks, which are cool now, but I'll just heat them up. 1 second, you guys. Let me put this in the air fryer. Now, dang. Need that good protein. Oh, I'm hungry. Every time I go to the gym and I go really, really hard at the gym, this is why I don't like to go so hard at the gym because every time I go so hard at the gym, I'm like ravenous. I am so freaking hungry. I am so hungry. So I went too hard at the gym today. And you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Let me know where you guys are watching from. But more importantly, you guys be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Hit that like button and feed the algorithm for me so it can push the live out. Be sure to hit that like button, even if you guys cannot stay. Hit that like button for me before you leave. And so I'm just making me some applewood bacon. Bronx, hey, Sherry is from Bronx, New York. I love it. Where is Roxy, my favorite dog? Oh, my fur baby. Do you know that I was watching because I subscribe to quite a few channels where it's all about fur babies, all about, the little bitty ones. And it said that I want to say it was like 80%, maybe a little higher than 80% of women over 40 refer to their DOGS as fur babies and not dogs. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so freaking true. So today we both been doing some grooming. As you guys can see, I just got out of the shower because that gym, I was sweating my butt off. I had an hour in dance class and 45 minutes on the treadmill. I am worn out. And so when I sweat like that and I'm sweating really hard, I like to wash my hair once a week anyway. London, hey, Pink Phantom says she's watching from London, the UK. She's watching from the UK. And Lovely says she's watching from Buffalo, New York. And then I was going to show you guys. Yes, Sherry said hi. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi. So let me wipe my hands off so I can show you my baby. Roxy, because she went to the groomer today too. Hey, gorgeous. Come here. They want to see you. Say, Mama, what you want? Say, what is it, Mama? Exactly what do you want with me? Hi, baby. They want to see you, Roxy. Say, hey, guys. Say, here I am. Say, you looking for me? Here I go. And so, look, they put the little handkerchief on her. most of the time they usually put these little pom pom ribbons on each side of her ear. But because Roxy doesn't like it, she literally within a minute, she just scratch them off, and then you'll just see them on the floor. Yes, this is my baby, you guys. This is Roxy. So she, oh gosh, she smells so good. They give us a choice of what kind of little spray to put on her after she gets washed. So I chose Cool Breeze. 1 second, baby. 1 second. Oh, your hair. So she got a bath. She got the deluxe spa. So she got a bath. She got, of course, de-shedded, blow dry, cleaned her ears, brushed her teeth. 1 second, baby. 1 second. 1 second. You smell that bacon? It's intense, huh? Um, her ears clean, her teeth brushed. They put this balm on their paws and on, is it the nose? To make sure that it doesn't get, dried out. And so we dropped her off. I dropped her off first thing this morning. She was like, so she's so used to my schedule, but I was kind of running a little late. She's used to me in the morning. We come downstairs, I let her outside, I give her her breakfast, and then I head out to go to the gym. Hey SJ, hey SJ talks. SJ, I swear. I really, you coming up next. You know I'm always reacting to people's videos. I literally have it on my pad, SJ, to go on your channel, pick one of your videos, and react to one of your videos. You coming up next, girl. So stay tuned. But anyway, SJ, you guys, SJ Talk, she has a YouTube channel as well. Go check her out. Um, so anyway, she's used to that routine. Well, today, because I was running late and I was leaving out like an hour and a half earlier than I normally do, I couldn't feed her. We was just running late. And she's like just sitting in the kitchen, like, what are you doing? Like, where's my breakfast? And I'm like, Roxy, come on, come on. And so she was like shocked, like, I get to go with you. And I'm like, yes, you're going to the groomers today. So I was kind of a little razzle dazzle this morning. But we got there. Yeah, no, I didn't. If her appointment was at 9, I got there at 9:03. That is very unusual for me. I'm one of those people who like to be 10 minutes early. But that 9 o'clock hour crept up on me so freaking fast. But anyway, they love to see Roxy come. They're like, there's Roxy. There's that little princess Roxy. There she is. And then when I came to figure out, and then even when they call you to tell you that she's ready, they're like, your fur baby is ready. It's almost like now, you guys, with people like being so in tune with their fur babies, and we really do look at them like their family, like they're our companion, that like even the groomer, they do not call them DOGS. They literally are like, your fur baby is ready, or she's ready, or he's ready, but I don't hear them say DOG at all. And so when I heard that study saying that older people 40 plus refer, especially women, refer to their DOGs as fur babies, I was like, oh yeah, that makes absolute sense. That makes, even when somebody calls her a DOG, it sounds weird to me because I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, Roxy. Yeah, 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 Roxy, Roxy. So she just came back from the groomer. I had when I left the gym, I went to go get my Starbucks, made some videos for you guys, had to go get some gas. Oh my God, I had so much errands today. Had to go get some gas. My tank was on E. I usually never let my tank go past half tank. It was on E. And guess, and I have to use premium gas. Guess how much that bill was? $105. I had a girlfriend in the gym today after class, and she was like, girl, you want to go to North Las Vegas? Because they're having a jazz in the park tomorrow in North Las Vegas. You guys, North Las Vegas is like an hour away from me. And so I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I just put all that gas in my tank. I am not using it to go to no North Las Vegas. I'm like, that gas got to last me at least 2 weeks. And it will, as long as I just do my normal routine, which is back and forth to the gym, because the gym is not that far away. Any gym that I go to, they're all within maybe the furthest gym I go to might be 10 miles away. But I like to stay close to home, my grocery store, my tailor. anywhere I'm going. It's the gas station. It's like literally right around the corner. So that full tank will last me 2 weeks easy. But when I saw that thing ticked up to 105, because I'm one of those people that when I go to the gas, hey, let's see what the Q&A is going to be. Wait. Show me. Try it. Okay. It says, do a Q&A. The question is, most useless invention. I like that. Most useless invention. Start Q&A. You guys tell me, what do you guys think is the most no, move. Don't get in my face. Don't, no. I want you to move out the way. Move out the way. Come on, thing. Okay, it's kind of out the way. Anyway, you guys, SJ says, thanks. I am. I'm gonna do it. Sherry said she's gonna come over there and see what you're talking about, SJ. You're welcome. So yeah, I definitely want to react. But what I want to do, SJ, is I want to react to one of your videos, but I don't want to watch it first. So I'm gonna pick a video that I haven't watched yet, and then like literally give you my real time reaction to your video. It's gonna be fun. I already know it's gonna be fun. Tam Leo says my favorite channel. Aw, thank you. So then I went to go get the gas. Then I had to go back to pick Roxy back up because you drop her off. She's there for at least like it's literally like a spa day. She's there for like 4 hours. And then when I picked her up, I know that Roxy is not the most social. Roxy is kind of bougie, you guys. She's just used to her mama, and she's used, of course, to the guys in the house. But she like so she rather socialize with humans than dogs. And so I always kind of tell them, yeah, she just leave her in her carry bag because her stuffed animal is in there, her blanket is in there, her blanket smells like me, so it makes her feel really comfortable. And so I'm like, so they'll ask you, does she like when we get through? Does she like to roam around with the other dogs? And I'm like, no, just leave her in her I'm right here, baby. I'm like, no, just leave her in her carry bag. But then when I went to go pick her up today, they must have left her in her carry bag. But the way her carry bag is that you unzip it and you kind of unzip it around like that. And then the top part just kind of peels open like this. And so they had just peeled this open like this, and she was kind of still sitting in there. But when she just heard my voice. Because soon as I opened that door, and I was like, "Where's my baby? Where's my baby?" She and they were all in there. They're like, "Oh my god, she's so cute!" Because she was like, "I hear my mama's voice. I hear her voice." And so she was saying, they said we left her carrier unzipped for the majority of the time that she was out. They said, and every now and then she would just kind of peek up. Looked like she might want to go out and socialize. They said, but then every time she would just kind of back, get in her little space, had her little teddy bear, and she said she would just like just sit back and wait for her mommy. Say, I was waiting on you, mama. Okay, say bye to the people. Say bye, guys. See you next time. That little baby. Ooh, let me get my fan. Let me wash my hands, you guys. Say that little baby. He said, I'm right here. You looking for me? Here I go. Oh boy. Oh, it's hot outside. What's the temperature on those baby? It's at 77. I'm burning up. Oh, that was a shower. That was a shower that got me burning up like that because it was a good hot shower. Woo! And I had to wash my hair, you guys, because you guys know that we black people, we don't have to wash our hair every day because we have our hair is naturally curly like this. And so the sebum, which is basically your oil, your natural oils from your scalp, like people who have straight hair or silky straight hair, you guys have to wash your hair every day because your hair shaft is straight and slick. And so the sebum from you guys' hair, and when you sweat and the oils, it like easily comes down the hair shaft. And so you guys' hair looks oily and you have to like wash it like every day. Sometimes some people got to wash their hair twice a day. But because black people, most black people, our hair is curly like this, or our hair shaft is curly like this.
So the sebum, the natural oils on our scalp and sweat, it takes a very long time to go down this hair shaft like this. So that's why our hair doesn't get oily or greasy or sweat travel down our hair because it does like this and it takes so long. And so we literally cannot wash our hair every day anyway, because if we wash our hair every day, we literally strip out all of the natural oils from our scalp and our hair, and now it becomes dry. Once our hair becomes dry, bam, it's gonna start breaking off. That's why a lot of black people can't retain length on their hair because oftentimes they're manipulating it too much, they're combing it too much, they're washing it too much. And so we have found out, people who have done research, we have found out that the best way for black people who have curly, tightly curly hair like that, the best way for our hair to grow is to just leave it the hell alone, which is why I keep my hair in braids. But once a week though, I wash my hair once a week for sure. And today I absolutely had to wash it because I told you I went so hard in the gym that I was sweating up a storm. I was sweating up a storm. And I literally said, because Sean's class is the one on Fridays, you guys. This is a class that I told you is like literally like a club. It is like a club. They dim the lights like a club, and we are packed in there like sardines. And so we are all, oh my God, and all my people were there. I couldn't even barely get to dancing. I'm just a one of my girlfriends was like, I didn't even need to look in the back of the class. I heard your voice, and I was like, Tracy's here. Oh boy, we danced, 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 danced. We had a good time. And normally, I guess I just kind of dance moderately. Now, some people, you guys, they they are dancing hard. Like even Sean, the instructor, when he gets through, his t-shirt is drenched front to back, is drenched like somebody literally dipped his shirt in water, but it's sweat. He is going that hard. And all those people in the front few rows, they are dancing hard. Like their clothes are dripping with sweat. This is why when people are like, is that a real workout? You just going to dance? And I'm like, oh, come dance with Shine for an hour. Come dance with Shine for an hour, and then you tell me if that is a real workout. We are sweating our butts off. It is extreme cardio. And so I don't know if just his music selection today was so phenomenal that I just was, I mean, I was just going hard. And I felt myself going hard. And I just could not stop myself. I mean, he was just playing jam after jam after jam after jam. Oh, I was trying to remember that one song. It's a new hit. Oh, and he always played the latest music. I literally only know about the latest music because of this class. It's like today's hit, but it's a mixture of all types of music. Reggae, reggaeton, hip hop, yes, rap, country, pop. It's everything. It's today's hits. And oh my God, this man plays jam after jam after jam. But then when I look down at my pedometer, hey, I'm close now. 9,160. When I looked down at my pedometer when I got through with Sean's class, because I didn't really do much before his class, I only had 6,000 steps. I was like, no, I'm not leaving this gym until I get closer to 10,000. So then I went into the bathroom, kikied with my girlfriend some more, and then came out of there. They were like, you're not going home? I'm like, no, I gotta get on this treadmill and get the rest of my steps in. And so then I got on the treadmill, watched my good YouTube, and get, because I get good ideas on, like what's trending, what is everybody talking about. And so I have certain YouTube people that I watch, and I thank them so much because I don't have the time. And so because I am genius, hey, what is that? Nell God Daggin? Hi. Hi, Tiny Mini 17. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in and be sure to hit that like button, you guys, to push the live out in the algorithm. And before you leave, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So that's what I usually do because I am genius and I don't have the time to be out there on TikTok just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, looking for content, looking for, what's trending. So I have like 10 different people that make similar content to me, but they have much bigger channels than me. And then I just look at their videos, give their videos a thumbs up. I'm subscribed to their channels. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So now I can just go out on TikTok. I see what's trending because I'm watching, I think they call us mutuals. So I'm watching my mutuals, somebody who does the same type of content as me. And because their channels are bigger, they are literally making videos off of reaction videos on TikToks that is trending. And so I just go to my go-to mutuals. I watch their videos all the way through, hit the like button, give them a good like button, and then I go on TikTok. Now I got the TikTok that person or whatever that's trending, and then I can just go onto TikTok and either download or just pull it up and then react to that TikTok video because I don't have the time. And I think I thank them all the time. I'm never in their comment section. They have no idea, but I'm subscribed to them, so they could easily look through their subscriptions and see that Tracy Unplugged is subscribed to them. But I literally give them a thumbs up immediately once I hit the video before I even watch it all the way through. I just give it a thumbs up just for the simple fact that they have taken the time to go out there on TikTok and see what's trending, and then they have that person's clip up, and now I don't have to do all that work. You got to work smarter, not harder, you guys. Work smarter, not harder, because that's what people only want to see anyway. I remember when I first started doing, not when I first started this channel, I was doing cooking videos on vegetarian cooking, and then I went on a hiatus, and I just basically just wasn't paying my little channel no attention because that's what we do, ladies, when we get in relationships. And so, for years, I wasn't giving Tracy Unplugged no love. And then when I got back onto Tracy Unplugged and start nurturing my channel, I started talking about relationships. But when I started talking about relationships, I was just going off the dome and I was just talking about just my own life experiences. But then I found out, yeah, people sure they would like to hear about your experience, but people click because they really just want to hear your opinion on what's trending. So I kind of tweaked it. So now you guys know I still kind of get it in there, my life experiences and advice to you guys, but the main thing has to be something that's trending because your audience wants to know what you think about this trending topic. So it just makes it so much freaking easier for me to just go to one of my mutuals who have way bigger channels than me, see what they are talking about, see what's trending, and then just go over to TikTok, get that video, and then react. Yes. You guys, what are you guys putting down for your the most useless invention? What do you guys have to say about that one? What do you guys think is the most useless in, invention? Uh, what would I say? Useless. Useless invention. It's going to be hard for me to come up with it because clearly, if I think it's useless, I don't own it. I don't have it. So now I got to think about something that people advertise or talk about. A useless invention. What is a useless invention, you guys? Mm. Tiny Minnie says plastic forks. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Tiny plastic forks, right? Because they just break. All right, as soon as you gotta eat something that's too heavy or too thick, they just break. That's a good one. Uh, use invention. Hi, Cola. What's a useless invention? Okay, you know what? I can think about this video that I saw just yesterday. I don't know why I have been obsessed. Hey, Juju! Oh, you so right, Juju. Oh, processed food. Poison, 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 poison. Just poisoning us. I have been obsessed over the past 2 weeks watching these videos about the 1950s, how women lived, and wives from the 1950s, and how they always stayed so polished, how they were able to make a dollar stretch. I don't know why I have just been obsessed with my minimalist content, living on less, how people save money, how to feed a family of five with little, like something like that. So I was watching this video yesterday, and it wasn't until I saw this video that I was like, oh my God, all this stuff that these companies later invented and came out with just to sell a product in this capitalistic country. And it was saying things like the grocery list of a woman from the 1950s contained like 20 items, like eggs, yeast to make bread. They, of course, made their homemade bread, uh, flour, milk, coffee. They always talk about coffee, coffee, coffee. They were coffee. Um, a small piece of meat that they would stretch and use in stews, and then use the leftover meat. They said that the now this one I just love hearing, because I'm like, this is so how I cook. They said that the 1950s woman in her household, she would cook a meal. So say she cooked a roast. So on night one, she's using that meat as a roast dinner. On night two, she's using that roast to make roast beef sandwiches. On night three, she's using any leftover meat from the roast, and she's putting it in a pot with some water and vegetables, and she making stew. So that's how she was able to make this one piece of meat, this roast, last for dinners for 3 days. And she would just keep doing it. Potatoes, like things like that. The vegetables, they were always saying that they bought things fresh, because they were saying even their refrigerators back then were so much smaller, because it wasn't all about buying all this food to store in a refrigerator for days. It was like they said that the women from the 1950s went shopping, grocery shopping, like every 3 days, because it wasn't all about piling up on all this food, and it was all about getting things fresh. But they were also talking about like all these new inventions that came out in the late 60s and definitely the 70s, just so these companies could make money off of us. And of course, we know the number one thing, that Starbucks coffee. Now we see all these coffee houses now, and they were, of course, talking about like 1950s, this was unheard of. Like, they didn't have money like that. You know how, like, on my, videos, I'm always talking to you guys, and I'm just like, our cost of living, you literally need dual incomes. There's no way that this man making average money can sustain a household on just his income. Well, they were breaking down how these couples and husbands and wives and households of 4 and 5 people were able to live off of one person's income, this man's income. And they were saying, the wife would know how to like stretch a dollar. She would know how to find a way, like these all these like creative ways of like making money. So say maybe she would make pies and then she would sell pies. And the husband like wouldn't know. They said this was kind of like a housewife's little this was their like little secret of all these different ways of how Juju said like how Tracy eat. That was another thing that they were talking about, Juju. They were saying, how were all these women from the 1950s so slim? And they were saying they were just basically doing like natural things. Like they didn't need the reason why they didn't need Ozempic because they were saying that her breakfast literally contained things like black coffee. Maybe she would do black coffee and half of a grapefruit. They said she would probably and was likely to skip her lunch. She cooking and now she's preparing meals for the dinner for her family. They said oftentimes she wouldn't even eat dinner or she would just pick at it, eat a little bit and then save the majority for her family. They said she was able to but they did say that these doctors were prescribing them things like what we would call diet pills because they were all about their figures and staying slim and trim. And a lot of these prescription drugs that their doctors were prescribing them later on were completely banned. But they said that they would just like have coffee. They said that the coffee can on the counter oftentimes contained rolled up money that she'd been pocketing and saving and stashing and putting away. They said she would take the collars of her husband's shirt and instead of going out and buying a new shirt, and they were talking about what the prices were back then, she would, I had never heard this. She would unravel the thread on around the collar of her husband's shirt, flip it over, and then stitch it back on. So now it looks like a brand new collar, which makes it look like a brand new shirt. Like all these creative ways that they were able to save money. So if her husband gave her an allowance, oh, and they just went on and on about the grocery store visits. They were like, if the husband gave her an allowance for the week, she was so creative and found all these different ways in which to save here, save there, only shop things that were on sale, go to the butcher instead of like buying everything at one place. She would find different places where things were on sale or things were cheaper, and then she would just go all around buying from all these different markets from all these different places and then all this like money she would then be able to accumulate and save because she was basically just genius. The way she could take a roast and make a roast three different ways and save all that money that you would, normally spend buying meat for the second night and the third night. And then that's how she was able to save all this money. And they said she would have all this money in little cans stashed away. They said that she used to stash away money in her because these ladies back in the day they used to know how to actually sew. Oh, there was another thing they said. They said they would take the cotton bags from flour. A 5-pound bag of flour was wrapped in cotton. They realized that you can take the cotton from the flour bag once all the flour is gone, and they were using the cotton and making dresses. They said this was so common that the flower manufacturers or whatever started actually printing floral printed cotton for flour because they knew that these ladies were using the cotton after the flour was gone and making dresses. Pure genius. Uh Juju said, I heard you're not supposed to eat 3 times a day because the organs need a rest. They do. This is exactly why I eat 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day. And I'm telling you, you guys, your body will adapt. Yeah. Oh, my little California girl said, yep, this is nothing new to me. Yep. Intermittent fasting. Yes. Yes. Skipping breakfast. They said that this was just commonplace for these housewives to just they would just have black coffee for breakfast. You know how much, and this is why I'm always telling you guys, if you really want to try to learn how to save some money, cut out all that processed food that you buy in the grocery stores. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store. This is the produce, this is the meats. Get your dairy if you can tolerate dairy. Stop buying processed food. Of course, stop going to fast food. Stop drinking alcohol. Just like that. You will be amazed at how much money you will save if you stop spending money on alcohol. Of course, if you still out here smoking cigarettes, stop smoking cigarettes. Stop drinking alcohol. Shop the perimeter of the store. Stop buying processed food. And if you can, if you right now, if you eat 3 meals a day and 3 snacks, that's basically you eating 6 times a day. Remove the snacks. You're going to save money and you're going to save your waistline. Once you remove the snacks, remove that first meal. Soon as you come out of sleep, you've already been fasting for 8, 9 hours while you were asleep. Just use that momentum and push off breakfast, push off breakfast, push it to 9 o'clock, push it to 10 o'clock. The next week, push it to 11 o'clock. The next thing you know, you easily will not need to eat until noon. I remember my ex, I was talking to him about fasting. And he's like, I can't do that. I need to eat. I need snacks. I need to da da da. And I was like, just try it. No, my body needs to eat something first thing in the morning. And I was like, I mean, he was just so against it. And then I was like, just try it. Just try just drinking a cup of coffee and a lot of water. Now you feel satiated, you feel full, you don't even feel hungry. Let push through it. And I even got him on intermittent fasting. As a matter of fact, he had gotten so good at it that he was doing 1 meal a day with me. And he was totally against it. He was like, I don't see how I could ever do that. And he had got down to doing 1 meal a day. I don't know what he does now, but he had gotten down to eating 1 meal a day with me, and we would eat at 4 o'clock every day. That was our first meal, and we would get everything that we were eating between 4 and 5. This man lost over 120 pounds. This is why I try to tell my ladies, if you really want to lose weight, it's easy. Don't listen to this trainer out here who got you doing all this workout, all this gym workout. The reason why you don't want to do it like that, ladies, is because when you going in hard like that, like I did today, when you going in hard like that at that gym and lifting and da 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 da, and you going in hard like that, your appetite, you are so hungry. I remember probably 20 years ago, I was in the gym and I had really gotten into spin classes. You guys know spin classes? You get on that stationary bike and you going hard. And you standing up and then you sit down. And then oftentimes they'll have like a little panel or a big screen or something in there. That's the really nice ones. And they mimic like you're on a trail. You're biking up a mountain or something like that. But it's just all picturesque like that. And so I was deep into these spin classes and I was going hard. I mean, I was going 5 days a week, hour-long spin classes. And I could not lose weight. That scale was not budging. And I was like, how is that possible? Because you guys know how I am. When I get on the thing, I'm just an overachiever. So I'm like, oh yeah, if it's good for one day, I should be doing it 3 days a week. If it's good for 3 days a week, I should be doing it 5 days a week. I'm getting up, going to that spin class Monday through Friday for 1 hour, going hard. That scale would not move. And you know why I wouldn't move? Because the minute I would get out of spin class, I was starving. And I couldn't really regulate it because it was like I would be so hungry. I would just be eating and eating and eating and eating because I just did so much cardio. So now my calories are off. And then people would always be like, well, you need your calories. You just really did a really hard workout. But I couldn't balance like how much food should I be eating for that hard 1 hour spin class? And I just couldn't figure out how to balance it. And so the scale never moved. As a matter of fact, it started trying to creep up on me. And when it started creeping up, I was like, that's it. I was like, clearly, spin class is not doing a darn thing for me because I am hungry. Like I could not even just go barely like make it back home. I would get in the car and I would be like, I am so hungry. I am starving. I am starving. And I would get home and I would eat, 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 eat. And I was eating healthy. Even then, I've always been a really kind of healthy eater. I was eating healthy foods. It was just that I was so hungry. I was eating so much that I could never lose the weight. And this is why I tell people if you really want to lose the weight, you do not need to pay a trainer. Heck, you don't even need a gym membership. All you need to do is look into intermittent fasting. Period. The end. I've seen people, they're not even on keto. They just only do intermittent fasting. They eat carbs, but because they do intermittent fasting, they lose weight too. You don't even have to be keto. All you need to do is do some intermittent fasting and just pick whatever window works best for you. Some people are like, I need breakfast. I need to eat breakfast. Cool, cool. No problem, no problem. Eat yourself a breakfast. And if you're doing 2 meals a day, eat breakfast and eat a good lunch, but then skip dinner. That it works just the same, you guys. You just basically are giving your body a rest and you're getting more time not putting food in your body, allowing your body to digest the food. This is why I always go to the gym and I work out and I dance and I walk on an empty stomach because now at that point I've been I put the last thing I'm going to eat in my mouth at 5 o'clock. Now my body has 4, 6 hours to digest that food. And I told you guys, when I get through eating, I jump up right after I eat. You know how you normally, when you finish a good meal, you want to just sit on that couch and just, oh man, that was just good. No, you got to get up and at least 15 minutes. I, of course, do 30, but 15 minutes, just walk around your house. Just move, just walk around your house, do some counter presses, give that glucose somewhere to go. Do some counter presses. Your muscles are right. They are ready to receive. I do because I want to, I don't know if you guys can see, but I want to build up my legs. So what I've been doing lately is the what do they call these? Calf lifts or yes, are these called calf lifts? Anyway, so I'll do like this. And I'll do like 100 of these right after I eat. Just so I can get all that food, then that glucose to go to my calves. I'll do calf lifts and then I'll walk some more, just moving, moving, moving. Now, when I wake up in the morning, now my body is prime. And so anything I do, I'm now eating at the calories and the fat that's already on my body. Some people, well, this young lady just recently sent me a TikTok clip. This is really, really overweight black lady, and she's in the doctor's office, and she's trying to explain to the doctor. It's like a cartoon, and she was trying to explain to the doctor, "I had to have those 3 pieces yesterday. I told you I'm cutting back. Normally I would eat 5, and I had to drink that soda." And he was like, "That's too much soda." And he looked like he was like a Middle Eastern man, the doctor, and he's like, and he was cursing and everything. He's like, "You need to lose this weight. You're eating too much. Stop eating. Stop eating." And she said that to me because she knew I was going to die laughing. And so that's why I'm always telling you guys that even people who are like overweight, they're like, why am I not losing weight? I don't eat that much. I believe you. I know you're not eating a lot, but you're eating too frequently. You're not giving your body time to rest and just start eating the fat that you already got on you. I see people all the time. They're like, Tracy, I can't do no intermittent fasting, girl. I'm a starve to death. No, you're not. Especially if you're overweight. You clearly got fat that your body is gonna tap into. After I think it was like they said after like maybe 6 or 8 hours after your last meal, now your body is for energy. Your body is literally just starting to tap into the fat that's already on your body. So this is why I go to the gym on a fasted stomach, on an empty stomach, because I know that when I'm working out, all that, I'm going after the fat that's already on my body, not fat. If you eat before you go to the gym, now, yeah, you working out, but you just basically working off the food you just ate. Whereas if you go to the gym on a fasted, in your fasted state or on an empty stomach, now you are literally working off the fat that's already on your body, not the food that you just put in your body. So you can do it. Ooh, SJ Talk says, I've been intermittent fasting for years. I'm used to it. I know, that same here. Um, Juju said Asians live a long time. Hmm. You don't have to do, I'm telling you guys, they got us all confused. They have people in the United States, you guys, you guys have to remember we live in a capitalistic country. So their main goal is to sell you something. They will never tell you what I'm telling you. Why? Because it's free. To just stop eating is free. To just walk around your house is free. To just walk around your neighborhood is free. Instead, they want to sell you all these protein bars, protein shakes, energy drinks. You got to have a gym membership. Go get these weights, get the treadmill, buy this equipment. You don't need any of that. Any of that. When I do my counter presses, this right here, you guys, when I'm on it, you guys can't tell now because I haven't been on it. But when I'm on it and I do at least 100 of those each and every day, people are literally, it's a flying here, I hear a fly. People are literally like, what arm exercises are you doing at the gym? Even when I wasn't going to the gym, people would always, but I was consistent. Just, I used to call them my kitchen exercises. People would always see me out and they would be like, what gym do you go to? Oh my God. People would always be like, oh, you clearly in the gym, ma'am. I can tell. I wasn't even in the gym, you guys. I was intermittent fasting and I would do these little kitchen exercise, 100 counter presses. I would do my squats right here in the kitchen. I would get these weights like this. You guys see, I still keep them in the kitchen. I think this is what is it? I think this is 10 pounder. And when I'm on it, I told you guys I haven't been on it, so don't even try to make fun of me. But when I'm on it, I can do like 100 of these, and then I can literally like get the back of my arm. This is awesome. I'm right here in my kitchen, and I would just be doing this. I didn't even have a gym membership, and I was more fit then than I am now. I will do this. This is a extremely good exercise for this right here, you guys. All you got to do, no equipment, no dumbbells, no gym. All you do is press your hands tight like this, keep them pointed like this. Make sure your elbows are touching. All you're going to do is go up and down, and you need to try to work up to 120. This is hard. It looks easy, but try to do it right now, you guys, and you'll see it's hard as heck. After about 10, you're like, oh my God, oh my God. But you keep your elbows together like this, hands like this, and you go just up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. I'm see how many I can do. 16, 17, 19, 20, 26. And you want to kind of keep it up, not all this down like this. You want to kind of start here and then just go up, come back here, up, come back here. I had gotten so good, you guys. See, I'm already feeling it. I had gotten so good, you guys. I could do 120 without stopping. I didn't have any gym membership. My arms were toned as heck. Um, as Jay says, I cook everything natural. I know you save so much money. As Jay said, I can't do black coffee. When I'm really being strict about my calories, I can, but I do K cups. So I'll get flavored K cups and then I just won't put any cream in them. I won't put anything in it. And that's the only way I can do black coffee. It has to be a flavored K cup. But just Folgers, hell no. Heck no. Um, mm, my little California girl says, I'm a nurse. It takes 6 hours for your food to digest. Some people eat every hour on the hour, which can cause colon cancer. I've been hearing, um, my little California girl, I've been hearing that a lot of people have been getting diagnosed with colon cancer. Hi, Brian. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in and be sure to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. Somebody said that they looked up and YouTube had unsubscribed them. You guys look at your YouTube right now, make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're not, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, you definitely need to let your organs and your body rest. Um, you're truly Toya says, Tracy, that body is bodying. Thank you so much. Hi, Mike. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Hi, Amira, and hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, she says you burn out quicker. I definitely, I think she's talking about when I was in those spin classes. Actually, I had a girlfriend just last week. She said, "Girl, I'm about to go start spin classes." I said, "No, thank you." This same girlfriend, I had to call her and get with her. She is in the gym with me all the time. You guys probably see her on my photos almost all the time when I have a picture of me at the gym with the girls. She's the black girl in the video. Sometimes she has on braids. Sometimes she just has her hair out in the puff. Oh, so cute. So today she had her hair up in this cute little puff. She's the cutie pie. Anyway, it's her on these photos. And so where were we? Oh, we went out to dinner with the group that I told you guys I was going out because one of my friends is leaving and moving back to LA. And so we were all out to dinner. And so then she said, we were just talking after dinner and hanging outside the restaurant. And she was like, girl, she said, I've been trying to get you in body combat with me because the gym offers all these classes. Now, she is clearly a body pump type of gal. And so I don't like body pump because they transition from one move to the other move too fast. So they'll have you with a bar like this. Ah, and then I say, put the bar down, come over here, get these dumbbells, put these down, get back to the bar, and I'm like, no. And so you guys know all of my friends are younger than me, and she is 10 years younger than me. And she's like, and I think they just all forget that I'm older than them, like significantly older than them. And so she was like, girl, I know you don't want to come to body pump. She said, but you need to come to body combat. And I was like, body combat. And she was like, Tracy, this is a good workout. I don't know why I listen to this girlfriend. She is about her life. I think she's a trainer. Now that I think about it, she is a trainer and she got body yada 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 yada. And I don't know why I listen to this girl because I know that this girl goes hard in the paint. So I really don't even know why I was playing with her. But she was like, girl, you need to come into body combat class. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to try it out. One of these days, I'm going to try it out. This was last Friday. She said, it's tomorrow morning, Tracy. And I was like, oh, girl, what time? Because I don't really like to be getting out the house that early. My dance class already at 10 on a Saturday. I'm like, what time is it? And she was like, it's at 9. I was like, yeah, one of these times, I'm gonna pop up on you. One of these times. She's like, Tracy, I know you just playing. And I was like, no, girl, one of these times, I'm gonna pop up on you. I'm serious. I'm serious. You guys be sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. I said, one of these days, no, I'm serious. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop up on you in body combat. This was last Friday. That Saturday, because I got into bed at a decent hour, I think it was like 9:30. I was done. And so I popped up super early on Saturday morning. I want to say like 5:30. And so I had all this time. So I got my good 2 cups of coffee in, watching a good sunrise. Oh my God, I have this amazing view outside of my window. I'm watching this beautiful sunrise over the mountains, playing with Roxy. I got my 2 cups of coffee in, got all kind of energy. It's early. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna surprise her. I'm gonna pop up in on her today. Cause I was telling her the day before, I gotta see. I gotta see. Let me just see. I girl one of these days. I said, oh, I'm gonna really surprise her. Because we were just talking about it the night before. I get out the house, you guys. I make it over there to the gym. I should have just known by the way everybody looked in this class. They all kind of look like her, which is they ain't got hardly no body fat, tone and arms and muscles and legs, and even the instructor. I was like, Tracy, what have you gotten yourself into? I put my little water bottle and my bag down. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. But as I see that the class is packed, I'm like looking, I'm like, I don't see her. She is not in this class. But I'm like, no problem, because I'm going to surprise her and tell her I came to body combat. The lady turned on this music, you guys, and they get to going. I'm talking about what would normally be what I consider a warm up. Is just some little moves like this. Whew, dun, dun. Let's see. Yeah, let's warm up. Yeah, dun, dun, dun. She start off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't do it because I got this dress on. She's like kicking like this, you guys. Yeah, like that. They all in class. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, ah, uh. Kick it. I said, what have I got? She was like, higher, higher. She was telling them to kick and then go. Okay, so you know what this class is? This class, do you guys remember back in the day, what was that guy? Uh was it Tybo? Do you guys remember that black guy? He used to be super popular. And we used to watch his DVDs and we would be working out in our living room. What is that guy's name? If you guys know, let me know in the comment section. But it's like Tybo, kicking and punching and kicking and punching. I said, I'm going to mess around and been throughout my hip, playing around. This was okay when I was in my 20s. This is not okay in my 50s. I don't have to work out like this. I work out smarter, not harder. When she went to transition to another song, you guys, I don't think, I don't, I know. I did not make it 15 minutes. This was an hour class. I was probably 12 minutes in. When she went to go transition to another song, on her playlist, I went over here, picked up my water bottle, picked up my bag, and I proceeded to leave the class. SJ Talk said, yes, as we get older, we require less food. Facts. Our hormones have a lot to do with it. Yes. Um, oh yeah. My little California girl says, yes, you don't need all that eating. And your body will get used to it. Hi, Art. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in and hit the thumbs up button. Art says nothing after 6. Absolutely not. I watched one of my doctors. I told you guys that I follow Dr. Berg, and he had a video about what happens when you stop eating after 6. All the benefits of that. Uh, okay, my little California girl says she ate at 12 p.m. She will not eat again until tomorrow. Exactly. Now she's having a glass of wine. Oh, Art says that he does. Oh, yeah, I think that's a guy. He does his cardio. He does the step exercises. Art, I found out too, the older I get, all this, like this contact like this on my joints, it's too hard for my joints. I used to like step classes too. Step up and down on that step and up and down and up and down. Now that's is my knees are like, that's gonna be no. And I realize I don't need to do it. I lose weight so much faster when I just stop eating. And then when I shrink because I haven't been eating, then when I just go to do counter presses, when I just go to do squats, it shows up like you could, it looks like I've been doing them for years, but I haven't. I just been doing them consistently for probably 60 days. I don't, I just have found that the older I get, I just do not need to go hard in the paint like that. My little California girl says she used to see her sister take a bite of food and then throw the rest in the trash can. She used to always wonder why. Now, what I'm not gonna do is, California girl, I cannot throw away food. I was raised in a house where, if you went and threw away some food, my stepfather would be looking in that trash can. It would be hell to pay. Do not waste food. So I just don't put a lot of food on my plate. But eating one meal a day, I eat a lot. So everything I put on my plate, oh, I'm eating it. No, but I'm not gonna throw away. I cannot stand to waste food. Even when I cook, and that's why I told you guys I went from cooking 4 days a week here for the guys, and they just were not eating it. And they do not eat leftovers. And so it was my food was going to waste, but it was because I was making things that they like to eat that I don't even eat. So I would make stuff like pasta and spaghetti and chicken alfredo and rice and beans and stuff like that. I don't eat that stuff. So because they don't like leftovers and they don't really eat a lot, my food was going to waste. And I was like, oh, I can't do this. So now I've switched up where if I'm cooking for myself, then I'm going to make enough for everybody, but I'm not gonna go out my way to cook things that I don't even eat because it just goes to waste and it just hurts my soul when I have to throw away that food. So now what I'll do is when I make chicken thighs, because I'm eating chicken thighs, I'll make a big pan of chicken thighs. And so then they can eat the rest of the chicken thighs with whatever they want to eat. If they want to eat it with their salad or whatever, whatever's in the refrigerator. But I'm not going out of my way anymore to make like pastas and beans and rice because they just don't eat leftovers. And I was wasting way too much money and way too much of my freaking time. Um, oh yeah. Fasting, Juju says that she heard Farrakhan say to even skip days from eating. Absolutely. Fasting is a very religious thing. A lot of religions have different beliefs around fasting. Absolutely. They will oftentimes say fast for a purpose. Now I do still do that. Like if I'm going to go, not when I'm intermittent fasting, but when I'm going doing like a 72-hour fast or more, I definitely set my intentions. I'm like, I'm fasting for this. I'm fasting for that. I'm fasting for my business growth. I'm fasting for abundance of money, money flow. Like I will set my intentions. And sometimes my intentions might be I'm fasting for somebody else's health. I'm fasting for somebody else's growth. I'll say, maybe I found out somebody's sick and I'll say, I'm going to fast, and my fasting purpose is for this person to get well. Oh, yeah. I absolutely set my intentions when I'm doing a long fast. Oh, I have resistant band too. I just used it. Now I incorporate my resistance band after I eat, and because I know that glucose needs to go somewhere, and I'm gonna do about 20 of these. And then I'm gonna turn it around. And then I'll do like 20 of these like this. And then do a pulse like this. What else do I do with my Zoom? I actually said that I need to look up on YouTube and find some different ways to use my resistance band because I know I'm doing just the basic stuff. Um, yeah, California girl said definitely consult your doctor. Absolutely. I am nobody's doctor, you guys. I'm just telling you what I do and what works for me. And intermittent fasting has been a dream. Hmm. Hi, Phyllis. We're talking about diet, intermittent fasting, working out, how to lose weight easy without spending a ton of money. Be sure to hit the like button, you guys. Oh, yeah, you definitely have to go off of your intuition and what works for your body. And I know the right thing to do is to say consult a doctor, but I'm just telling you guys from my experience, those doctors didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Before I knew it, I looked up and they had me on 6 or 8 different medications. Yeah. I had to go out and do my own research to figure out what works best for my body. Cute Mallory says, I want my wife to look exactly like you, especially neck to waist down. Gorgeous goddess. Wow. Thank you. You guys know what I want to find. If you guys know, I'm looking crazy. I just washed my hair. So this is a t-shirt. This is just an old t-shirt that I just cut down the middle, and I've been using this for probably 3 years. I just wash it every week, but I want something different. So this is just an old t-shirt. Do you guys know? I would like if it's a woman company, but I want a cotton scarf that I can replace this with so that when I get out the shower, I don't like to use the towel, the terry cloth towel. I like to use like this is like a cotton t-shirt. But what I really wanted, what I have in my mind is I just want it to be cotton, of course, big enough to wrap up my hair in to dry. And then but I would like a design on it. I feel so goddess like. I feel like I feel like such a queen when I have my hair wrapped up like this, but I need to take it down now. But see, I'm gonna show you guys. Look. So now it's just kind of damp. But look, this is an old t-shirt. Can y'all see it? It was one of my old t-shirts. These are the holes for the arm. And all I did was just I just cut it down the middle and now I use it for my head wrap to dry my hair, to dry my braids. And so then when I get out the shower, I just take my hair like this while it's still soaking wet. I just take my hair like that, and then I take my cotton t-shirt, and then, but you see what I'm saying, you guys? The sleeves and everything from where I cut it are just still kind of hanging off, kind of raggedy like, and so then I gotta kind of go through a lot, not a lot, but I kind of gotta go like this, and then kind of like keep tucking it in to kind of. But look at this. You see all that like frayed and kind of raggedy. I want a like really nice one, cotton though, you guys. And I want it to have like maybe a pattern on it. And so then I just do it like that, you guys. And then I just tuck the back in like that. So I just feel like a queen, baby. I am a queen, but I just feel like a queen when I have these wraps on. And if I wasn't on here with you guys, when I normally wash my hair, I would leave this on for I don't know, hours until I even remember to take it off. But I'm taking it off because I'm on here. But if you guys know a woman company or somebody who makes this, maybe on Etsy, TikTok, or whatever, who makes a cotton material like this with some really nice, pretty design on it, let me know in the comment section so I can go over and support her and give me some like cotton material like that to wrap and dry my hair when I wash my hair. What? Art said he was unsubbed. Art, get back in there and sub. It's me, Latarsha. Hi. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Oh yeah, Juju says, yeah, because the way her health is set up, she says she cannot go 2 days with no food. So she does her best and according to her medical. Yep. Oh. California girl says she used to do trap cardio. She's on YouTube. Oh, I'm gonna look them up. Trap cardio. That sound. Oh, because she's dancing to some trap music. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, I'll just look back on the video to see the name trap video because I promise you I'll forget. Uh Hi Phyllis. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi. Juju, you know I love me some Dr. Berg. Buh. Hi Marcel. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in and hit that up button, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button to feed the algorithm and push it out on YouTube. What's that? Wi-Fi and fireflies. That's so cute. Says I feel you on that. Hi, yes, Phyllis. Hi. Eh, yes, you guys. Yeah, I Phyllis. I had to get real creative. I had to get real creative, and because back in the day when the natural hair movement was on and popping, I just hated to see the natural hair movement die down. That just hurt my soul. And the reason why it died down is because girls just started getting so what do you call this? Um maybe they used to call them natural hair warriors. They would just start getting so strict, and this way is the only way, and this is the only way to grow natural hair, and you have to use this, and you have, and come to find out, all these girls were doing is basically they were getting sponsored by all these companies, all these hair product companies. They were getting sponsored by it, so then they would make a video. This is how you can get the best twist out. You have to use this product. And then other girl, no, you have to, but they were just all being sponsored. So all they were doing was just basically doing commercials. And a lot of those natural hair girlies from back in the day, a lot of them either went back to relaxers, had to do big chops, which is basically just cut all your hair off because they had just damaged their hair so much. Um, Basically, like a lot of them who were big, heavy hitters in the natural hair movement, they don't even follow any of that stuff anymore. And so it just got so out of hand because everybody wanted to be like, oh no, I never do this. All of them wanted to act like it was only one way to do things. Like I've even heard some of these natural hair girlies that are still out there today, they'll say, you cannot grow your hair if you wear braids all the time. And I know darn well my hair grows the fastest and best when I keep it braided. I literally had to unsubscribe from a lot of them. I was barely hanging on to a few of them, but I like the few I was holding on to, I literally just unsubscribed because I was like, yo, you guys are basically doing the same thing that these girls used to do back in the day. And they had just started making natural hair and the natural hair movement. Natural hair movement, you guys, just in case you don't know, was this movement where these black women had realized how damaging putting relaxers on our hair is. Relaxer is a very, very powerful, strong chemical that straightens our hair. And people were saying that they started realizing that it was causing cancer. The chemicals was leaking into our scalp and our head. And so the girlies were like, we are going to stop wearing relaxers. We're going to stop putting these chemicals in our hair. And so the girlies came together and they were really, really big out here on YouTube because it was like the first time. And I know some non-black people might be like, well, why did you guys need a whole movement about it? It was because when we were coming up, you guys, in our generation, not these generation now, they got it. They know what it is. But when we were coming up, we were always told by our beautician or our parents to put these relaxers in our hair. And so once you put the relaxers in our hair, it takes our hair from this super, super tightly curly hair to bone straight. And we would have to put relaxers in our hair like every 6 to 8 weeks. Well, because we were always in relaxers and always putting these chemicals in our hair, coming up, we never learned how to just do our hair naturally. Like I remember I had told somebody that my first time getting braids, I was in 2023, like literally just 3 years ago. And somebody was like, "What?" And I was like, I had never done braids because I was always in that realm of we always put relaxers in our hair. And so we just did our hair like everybody else did their hair. So because we always wore relaxers and wore our hair straight like this, we never learned how to do our natural hair without relaxers. So this is why this became a huge movement. I want to say 2011, 2012, and it just blew up on YouTube. And all these women were creating all these channels, huge channels, and they were just basically showing us how to do our hair when it's in its natural state, how to do twists, how to do braids, how to do a afro puff, like all these different ways and styles that you could do our hair. Well, of course, because these companies got wind of it, they then start realizing, oh, black women spend a lot of money on hair products. So now these black ladies were getting sponsored by these companies. So now they making money. Perfect Twist Out use this product. You don't need none of these products. And so now everybody start getting on the bandwidth, everybody getting on the wagon. Oh yeah, I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to do the perfect twist out, how to do the perfect braid out, how to do the perfect slick puff, the slick ponytail, all with your natural hair. Well, this thing had gotten so out of control that now you started getting what we now call natural hair warriors. These women who think they know everything about everybody's hair. You can't do this. You can't do that. Now the community started getting divided. You're not really part of the natural hair community if you wear any type of extensions in your hair. Then they started saying, because some women, they like to wear their hair natural, but then they would, on special occasions or on the weekend when they going out, they would press their hair or flat iron our hair because you guys, even without the relaxers, we can still take a flat iron and a comb and get our hair bone straight. So then when the ladies start realizing that, then you had some ladies like, no, it's better for me to keep my hair straight. I'm not using relaxers, but I just flat iron my hair once a week and then I wrap it at night. And then I like to wear my hair straight. Well, now you have these women over here. No, no, no. You're not really technically part of the natural hair movement because your hair is straight. You're not really part of the movement. Then if women added any kind of extensions in their hair when they did their braids or when they did their twists, oh no, you're not technically natural because you added some extensions. And you guys, it got so convoluted and it literally just destroyed the whole movement. Then you had biracial girls whose hair is not as curly, tightly curly as our hair, but they're biracial. They got a black mom and a white dad, or a white mom and a black, but their hair is not as curly as all black women's hair. So their hair is naturally a very looser curl pattern, some even wavy. Now you had them getting on the bandwagon. And now they're like, this product is the reason why my curls are so loosely curly like that. But it wasn't had nothing to do with the product. It's because their hair naturally was just wavy or loosely curly. So now these girls start taking over the movement because now you had all these women over here, these black women who are not biracial, buying all these products. I forgot the number. It is something crazy, you guys. The money that black women spend on hair growth products. And it's all a scam. It's all a scam. So then it started becoming all this, yeah, fighting and fussing within the movement. Who's actually natural? Can you add extensions? Can you wear your hair straight? Can you use this product and still be considered? It was a mess. And then you had all these women trying to police other women in the movement, trying to tell them what they can and can't do with their natural hair. It got so out of hand that women like myself, we just backed away. We was like, I don't want no parts of this drama. I don't want no parts of this drama. I'm just gonna do whatever works for me. If I want to wear my hair straight, you guys know when I take my braids out, I wear my hair straight. I flat iron my hair once a week and I wear my hair straight. Well, back in the day, if you did this, you were like, oh, you're not natural. You must not like your natural hair. What do you mean? Because you're wearing it straight. It's almost like they just wanted you to just like, in order to be truly, they just took over the movement, you guys. And then they started going so far off of what originally started off as us just wanting to have fun with our hair, us just wanting to play with our hair. Oftentimes, you guys, this was a lot of Black women's first time actually seeing their natural texture hair because we had been putting these chemicals on it for decades that we didn't even know what our hair looked like without this relaxer. So a lot of us, we just kind of got on the movement because we were like, this is fascinating. Oh my God, I can do braids. Oh my God, I can do twists. Oh my God, she did the twist, let it sit overnight, and then undid the twist. And now her hair is like this beautiful wave. Like we were just so fascinated. We just wanted to have fun and play around with all these different styles with our natural hair. These women, what we call natural hair warriors, got so out of hand that they then got to a point where they were basically saying, if you did anything other than just let your hair be out in an afro state, you wasn't part of the natural hair movement, or you didn't like your hair. If you did anything other than just an afro, they were like, you must not like your natural hair. It had gotten that out of control. And all these women wanted to do when it started off was just play in their hair and have some fun. So now you still got some little stragglers out there, and they I've been seeing that they want to kind of bring back the natural hair movement, but this left such a bad taste in our mouths that even when I hear natural hair movement, I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't come on my way. I don't want to see you on my timeline. It just left such a bad taste. Like I said, this one girl that I saw who's still trying to hold on to the movement, she's trying to bring the movement back. I saw her make a video, I think this was like last year, and she was like, yeah, so if you're wearing box braids, that's not good for your hair. If you go from box braids to box braids to box braids and you keep your hair in box braids, that's not good for your hair. And I said, see, they starting this stuff all over again. I went in there, unsubscribed. I'm like, see, this is why y'all can't get the movement going again. Because you all are trying to police Black women on how they wear their hair. If you want to wear a wig, wear your wig. If you want to wear braids, wear your braids. If you want to do a big chop and wear just a little short little cut, little sexy little cut, wear your little big chop cut. I've seen women that they are all bald. My yoga instructor is bald. I have she rocks the dog smack. She rocks the dog smack out of bald. She is bald. People don't realize you just gotta let people do what they want to do. Who are you to tell somebody you gotta wear your hair like this? You can't do this, you can't do that. And again, you guys, a lot of these women from the original natural hair movement, they don't even do this anymore. They don't even make the content anymore. They talking about relationships. A lot of them, they done broke their hair all off because they started like Because they were making so much money trying to push all these different products, they then had to make all these videos. They then had to always be manipulating their hair. A lot of them literally had to do big chops or cut off a significant amount of their hair because they were manipulating it too much. And our hair grows best when you leave it the hell alone. I remember not too long ago, I saw I think Cardi B, and she showed her actual natural hair because most of the time she's in wigs, or we see her in wigs when she's performing. And she literally said that she um she said something crazy though, that she just braids up her natural hair, and I think this girl said something like she didn't wash her hair for 6 months. I definitely don't recommend that, but hey, if you want to do it, do it. And so she actually showed taking off the wig, and I think she just had her hair in like two big French braids. And she was showing the girlies how long her hair is. She said she basically just keep it in these braids up under these wigs for like 6 months, and she does not touch it. And hair is when I saw it, her hair is like down here, her natural hair. She has really long hair under that wig because she leaves it the hell alone. A lot of these girls in the movement, they was constantly manipulating. Let's do this twist out. Let's do this braid out. Let's do this and let's use this product because it's how they making their money. And they broke their hair. Yeah, right off. Broke it right on off of there. Hi, all purpose. Hi, Queen Murphy. Or is that Quentin? Quentin Murphy. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in and hit the like button. Mm. No, that's right. Janice says my hair grows fast as a child. My mom used to use grease and water. Simple. Simple. Yep. Phyllis says yes, the relaxers stripped our natural curls. Absolutely. We didn't know. We didn't know because our moms and our aunties were like, yeah, you got to put a relaxer in it. And oftentimes, what I realized too, you guys, is that our parents, our aunts, and our moms, they just didn't want to take the time to do our hair. And so it was like, what's the easiest thing? What's the quickest thing? What's the easiest thing? Just put some relaxer on it, straighten it out. Because it does. It takes time. Even when I redo my braids, I'm just like, I'm going to block off a whole day. I'm not planning anything around it. I'm not planning anything a week around when I'm going to do my hair because I just know and I just use it as like a vacation. I'll find a new Netflix TV program that got about at least, I don't know, 10 episodes, 8 episodes. I'll have it already kind of lined up, and I just take my time, and I just undo my braids, undo my braids, and then I just take my time because our hair is so curly like this. You got to work from the end back to the root. So you just take your time and you just take a little comb and you just take a little section and you kind of work in backwards close to your scalp. But you got to take your time, detangle, 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 because our hair is so curly like this, it tangles up. And if you try to rush through it or you being impatient, I always tell people, if you know that you are being impatient, either pay a professional to do your hair, or I don't know, take you some calming tea, sip on some stress relief tea, sit down, watch a TV program. And just before I know it, the time has just gone by. And I just do. And because I am genius, I have figured out a way. Like before, when I was doing my braids, I used to literally take down all of my braids. The last time I counted, you guys, I have over 250 braids in my hair. I used to take down all of my braids. Take down alone was like, I don't know, a few hours. And then I would do a deep cleansing, wash, condition, and then I would braid them all up. Between takedown and then rebraiding 250 braids, I was at 4 days easy. So then I got good at it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do takedown and then don't just let my hair out, just let it breathe, let my hair out. And then of course wash it, condition it. And then the next day, maybe second day or third day, I'll start braiding it back up. And then when I would braid it back up, I would just start around the perimeter. And then that way I'm gonna go as far as I can go. And then when I'm ready to stop, I'm gonna take my hair down and then I'm just gonna put it up in a ponytail. Because now you guys don't know that the middle is not braided because it's up in a ponytail. And then I just come back the next day and then I'll finish all the middle section. I don't even do that anymore. I just keep getting better and better and better. So now what I do, you guys, like probably every 3 weeks, I just take off different sections of my hair and I just unbraid it and braid it right back up. I unbraid it and then I detangle it, put some good, like the one lady said, put some good grease, some oil, whatever I'm using. Maybe it's castor oil, whatever. Get my good shine and gel jam. Hi, do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? One second, you guys. You want to go outside? You need to go outside. You want to go outside? You go outside. You want to go outside? Go ahead, go outside. Roxy, I can't leave the screen door open. See. You know I can't leave the screen door open, Roxy. Oh, I don't feel that bad outside. I can't leave the screen door open, baby. So if you want to go outside, oh shoot, if you want to go outside, you have to just go outside. Yes, you guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. So now, you guys, I am pure genius. I never just take down all of my braids. I just go in sections and I'll just be getting my steps in. And then this week, I tend to do quarters. So this week, I might do the back right quarter. Next week, I'll just do the back left quarter. The following week, I'm gonna do this quarter and then this quarter. And I just keep doing it on rotation. So that's why my hair always looks so fresh because I'm basically like rebraiding my hair every 4 weeks. And I just keep doing it in rotation. And then I'll just take them down, boop, 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 massage my scalp, put some good oil in it, put some conditioner in it, leave-in conditioner, and then and then I just boop, boop, and I just braid it right back up. It is so much easier because all of this hair is out the way. So it allows you to just put a banana clip or something and just get one braid, get a banana clip, boop, all this hair now is out the way. Whereas when you take it all down, now you got to redo each part line. You got to redo and part out each box braid, each little bitty section. Imagine that, you guys, 250 little sections. You got to part out each time. So now a whole just all the way take down and all the way put back in with new fresh lines like that. I only do that twice a year. I used to do it every 6 to 8 weeks. Now I do that whole take down, take it all down. I only do it every 6 months. So I won't do that again until Christmas. I won't do it again until Christmas. I did it January 1 this year, and then I won't do it again until probably July. I'm probably gonna wait till sometime in July. And then I won't do it again. A full takedown, I won't do it again until December. Maybe it'll be Christmas present, maybe not. It's not really because I'm doing it every 4 weeks, these sections, it's always fresh. So it doesn't look like, oh man, I need to do a whole takedown because it's always fresh. I literally just saw one of my girlfriends yesterday in yoga class, and she was looking at me because I hadn't seen her in a few weeks. And she was looking at me and she was like, Tracy. She said, did you tell me that you braid your own hair? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, girl, your hair looks so nice. She said, you? And I was like, Tracy's braids are up. I'm in the gym, you guys. I'm kind of like known as the girl with the honey blonde braids. I'm like the girl with the braids. Like anytime somebody's trying to identify who they're talking about when they're talking about me, it's like, I was telling them, you know, Tracy. Tracy's the girl with the braids. And so she was like, I was just thinking about you. And I was like, that girl, know her braids always so fresh. I gotta find out who is braiding her hair. And she said, I think I remembered you told me your braid. I said, yes. I said, yes. I've had a lot of ladies actually ask me if I would braid their hair, but I'm like, the amount of money that I would have to charge you because I'm not a professional, I'm not fast. So I would I would be 2 days easy, like 2 8-hour days, maybe 9 hours because I braid. I'm not super slow, but I'm nowhere near fast like those African ladies. Whoo, baby. Have you seen them braid? Or when you go to those braiding shops, I didn't even know that they did it like this until I actually saw it on a video where when you make an appointment to go to a professional braider in those braiding shops, they will have 2 and 3 people on your head. And that's how they're able to get you in and out in like, I don't know what the ladies say, like 2 hours. They got a woman over here, a woman over here, and a woman in the back. And they can braid their butts off. They've been doing it all their lives. And so they're so fast. Did you guys see that machine that braids the hair now? Talk about inventions. Have you guys ever had anybody use the little machine? Some lady invented this machine that it kind of looked like maybe 3 prongs. And I don't really know the mechanics of it, but you put the hair and it does like that and braids a braid. Ha! Just like that. Have you guys seen that? It's a machine that actually braids the hair. Uh-uh. On purpose, you just came over in my life to be a troll? Thank you, Lee. Lee says you're beautiful. Thank you. Mm-mm. Ray says, can you pass me a cup of ice? Yes, I did. I braid my own hair. Okay, yeah, we got a troll in here. All purpose is a troll. So let's go ahead and remove him. No, no timeout. We're just gonna go ahead and remove him. I don't know why these people, I swear to God, that is so weird. That's an actual human. Robots, I get it. Robots do what robots do. But a human just comes into people's lives like that and just to be a troll. That is crazy. Like they don't have anything else to do. That is so weird. He's talking about he hopes that all of my exes get alimony from me. No, all my exes are happy that I didn't ask for alimony from them. I never got paid any alimony, never even asked for alimony. I've always been a person that I'm gonna make my own. Hey, Rachel. Rachel say, hi, Tracy. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own money. And so every one of my exes, I never asked any of my exes for alimony or maintenance. Nope. It's not necessary. Went out on faith and I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to know 9,295. I want to know if this is going to pick up my steps when I have it here because usually I have it down here on my waistband, but I got this dress on, so I want to know if it picks up my steps when it's up here. So let's see. Is it moving, you guys? Is it moving? Rachel say, "Hey, boo. Hey, girl. You just getting off work? Oh, it's moving, you guys. It it can receive the steps even when it's up here. I did not know that. I used to always just put it on my underwear if I was wearing a dress because I didn't think it could pick up the steps, but it picks up the steps. Yes, I just had to get rid of a troll, Rachel. Oh, I'm always I gotta get at least one troll each and every time. I'm gonna get some troll. You guys be sure to hit the thumbs up button while you're here, even if you can't stay. Be sure to hit that like button, you guys, and be sure to subscribe. You guys know this year I am trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. I think it's been now at the end of 26. That would make 2 years of me really going in hard on Tracy Unplugged channel. I created this channel years ago. And when I first created it, I was putting up a cooking video, I want to say two, sometimes three times a week. But then I want to say in 2014, I stopped. And then I just went on hiatus. And every now and then I will put up a video, put up a short. But in 2024, that's when I was like, I am getting back on my channel and growing my channel. So technically, at the end of 26, it'll be 2 years of me being consistent and putting up daily videos. So, you guys, I would love for that to be my Christmas gift this year. Christmas come, I wake up and it says, no, not let me not claim that. It says more than 10,000 subscribers. More than 10,000 subscribers. Minimum 10,000. But I hope that on Christmas Day this year, I'm going to wake up and it is way more, abundantly more than 10,000 subscribers. But I need your guys' help. I need you to subscribe. Rachel said, hit that like button, you guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. So, Rachel, we was talking earlier about the natural hair movement and how it went off the rails, and how ladies now just they're just black women now just doing whatever they want to do with their hair, um, whatever works for them. And what I have found is that for me, keeping my hair braided works the best. My hair grows super super fast when I leave it the heck alone. And I still do certain products, like I showed you guys. After I wash my hair, I'm going to put this aloe and blueberry juice curl moisturizer. Refresh, revive, and help rejuvenate second day curls. Um, so I'm going to use this, but I don't use this because moisturizer, no sulfates, silicones, parabens, or artificial colors. But I don't use it because I can say that it made my hair grow. No, I use it because it's just a moisturizer. I'll use any moisturizer as long as it doesn't have all these sulfates and stuff in it. You know what I go off of? What does it smell like? And that's why I love this one. If you guys see this, I get this off of Amazon, aloe and blueberry juice. But when I tell you guys this smells divine, that's the only reason I got it. I don't know if it does anything. I know it moisturizes, but the real reason why I got it is because it smells divine. It it's like citrusy. It just smells so freaking fresh. I remember when I was a little girl, you guys know I used to always go to predominantly white schools. And I remember when I was a little girl, and because we didn't wash our hair every day, and because oftentimes we were getting our hair pressed, or just I I just remembered, I just really remember this, that and especially in high school, because a lot of the girls after class, we had like a locker room and you could take a shower and stuff like that. And I remember thinking to myself, I would love to have a product that I can put in my hair, because you guys know, like Pantene and Tresemme and all those shampoos, they smell so freaking good. And so the shampoos that I was using, and again, because we only washed our hair like once a week, the shampoos that I was using, they just really didn't smell like that. And then after we finished maybe putting some grease in there or something like that, and then put some curling irons on it, now a lot of times you would have the smell of the heat. It would just smell like heat from where flat ironed it or curled it. And I remember I used to be like, sometimes if I would like be sitting behind a white girl or something, and I could smell her hair, and it would smell so fresh. It would smell like her shampoo. And I remember, oh my God, I want a good smelling shampoo. So now, with the shampoos that I use, a lot of the sulfate free shampoos, they just kind of smell neutral or just kind of smell neutral. They smell kind of clean, but not the way I like it. This smells it kind of reminds me of that just kind of citrusy smell that I remember the girls used to have in their hair after they washed their hair. And so this is why I love this one. So I don't know if it does anything really. I know it moisturizes, but I'm not saying that I know that just because of this product, I've seen so much growth in my hair. I've seen growth in my hair because I leave my hair the hell alone. I'm not always trying to undo it, detangle it. I just leave it alone. But this right here smells so good. And I'll like intentionally spray this in the morning before I go to the gym. And it's kind of like a perfume. It's like kind of like a perfume. And I'll spray this. And when I go to the gym, and because I'm working out and I'm moving like this and moving like this, I've had so many girls. Like I literally manifested that. I have so many girls. And I'll be like, oh my God, your hair smells so good. And every time that's such a good compliment. Because I just remember when I was younger and I used to like be sitting past or walking past a white girl, and maybe if she flipped her hair or something, and I'd be like, oh my God, her hair smells so freaking good. And so now I'm like, ah, this is why I love this. It just might not. This actually comes with a gel as well, you guys, but the gel don't get it because the gel flakes really, really bad. You get to go and lay down your little hair up here, and next thing you know, it just be white flakes on your hair. Do not get the gel. But this curl moisturizer, boom. And then I just take this again. This is not even made by the same people. Braid oil. If I don't use this, I have but it's light. You see, it's liquid. I used to use castor oil, but castor oil, one, it doesn't smell good, and two, it's so thick and heavy that now my braids are thick and heavy. I cannot stand heavy braids. Whereas this, can you guys see? It's liquid, but it's oil. If I don't use this, I'll use some organ oil, and I'll just put it in my palm like this. And now this, all this is going to do is just seal in that moisture that I just put in there. So the oil is going to seal it into the braid. And this is super light, super light. And so it's going to give me that shine. It's going to seal in that moisture. And this too smells really, really good. And so now the hair is just smelling good. It's going to dry. That oil is going to seal in all that good moisture. And that's it. I'm not going to do my hair. I'll wash it again next week. But as far as like doing anything to my actual hair, nothing. And so this is how it's able to just grow so fast. So this is why I just was like, these girls who want to try to start this natural hair movement again, they doing the same thing. They still doing the same thing, trying to police girls and tell girls how to wear their hair, and you can't wear box braids all the time, and don't do this and don't do that. And if you guys do wear box braids and you do extensions in the box braids, you ladies may remember they were saying something about the braiding hair has all these chemicals in it, and now the chemicals are what has carcinogens in it. And then they had all the women, don't use braiding hair, don't braid your hair, don't do the braids anymore. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's just my age, but I'm just like, okay, I don't really like people trying to tell me what to do. It's like I'm gonna do what works for me. You got to do what works for you. And so what I do, you guys, I don't really worry about that stuff. You guys know how much food you consume that has carcinogens in it? They say hot dogs. And bacon has carcinogen, like everything. They're now saying everything. They even said that even our produce. So even with us trying to eat good and healthy and only eat produce, they said the produce is even deficient. It doesn't have the nutrients and the minerals that it used to have back in the day because it's not even in the soil. So here you are trying to eat potatoes and vegetables and peppers. They say it's still deficient. You still need to supplement it with other things because it's not it's deficient because the soil is deficient. The soil is deficient. What in the heck? Um so you guys have to just remember that. It's that don't be scared by all that stuff. And if you are still scared, but you still want to braid your hair or use braiding hair, you know what I do? I just when I take the hair out the package, I take it and I have this pot. Well, it's not really a pot. It kind of looks like a pitcher, but you plug it in, and so it comes to it's literally boiling. And this is actually what we do when we finish braiding our hair. We'll take the hair and we'll dip it into this pitcher. It's like an electric pitcher, and we dip our hair into that boiling hot water, and then it seals the hair so that it doesn't unravel. And so before I even put the hair in the braiding hair in, I take it straight out the package and I dip it in this boiling, boiling hot water. I don't have any problems. I don't have any itching. Some women say that they dip the hair or soak the hair before they use it. They soak it in apple cider vinegar. I've heard a lot of women say that works. But yeah, just boil away. Boil away all the little whatever chemicals or whatever in there. I just put it right there in that water and then I just set it up because I have a braiding rack and I just after it I'll just let it kind of sit on the braiding rack in its bundle because it's still wet and I just let it dry overnight and then the next day I just take my time and just put each individual little piece on the little braiding rack. That braiding rack is genius. And I just take each little piece, put it on that little braiding rack, boop, boop, boop. Then next day when I'm ready to braid my hair, it's all dry, it's clean, boop, no problem. I don't have any itching, burning, allergy breakouts, anything like that. But again, you guys, everybody is different. I do know some women, they are like, I cannot do braids at all. They say the braids just really they almost have a allergic reaction to it. So it doesn't work for everybody, but if you can do it, do it. Juju said aloe is good for the hair. Yes. Larry Lamar says, dang, Miss Tracy, you fine. Remind me of that one guy. Who mom is this? All right, Shell says she just finished work at 5 p.m. and she now unwinding. Are you having a glass of wine, Rachel? Hi, Darren. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Um, and Rachel said, "Oh my God, these haters." uh, Rachel said the natural products don't work. Black women left perming. You mean perm the perms? The Jerry curls. Oh my God, I remember Jerry curls. Oh my God, my mother actually put a Jerry curl in my hair. All those chemicals. I remember I told her when the natural hair movement came, I was like, if you would have just had the patience to just put my hair in four braids. I said, do you know my hair would be down my back? If you would have just left it alone and put it in four braids instead of all the chemicals. Oh, hi, Arthur. Yes, you guys be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Do you guys see the Q&A? You guys probably can't come up with any useless inventions just like me. I found it hard. I think that was Juju said processed food. That's so true. Mm. Waco says they say the same thing when people tell them to quit smoking. He says, what for? clean the air and clean the food and the water, and then I'll quit smoking. That's smoking though. Ooh, that's smoking. I don't know anybody who smokes. Um, oh yeah, a lot of our food, Juju says a lot of our food is banned in other countries. Oh my God, that's so true. I saw another video saying it was like top 10 foods in the US that are banned in other countries. That was so long ago, I can't remember them. I'm on my phone right now. If I was on this phone, I would be asking ChatGPT. But that is crazy. I remember, oh, was it the food color red or something because it's made from some insect? It was all kind of stuff. But like a lot of these snacks, I don't know if it was Doritos, I don't know what it is, but a lot of these snacks and processed food, a lot of them are banned in other countries. They're like, we're not eating that garbage. It's just poison. It's just poison. We're not eating any of that. You got to just try to get back to basics. And it's so much cheaper. It goes and lasts so long when you just get back to basics. But I remember that's how my grandmother used to be. She would go to the store, buy a big, huge bag of russet potatoes, rice, the just bag of just dried rice, big bag of dried beans, um, some noodles to make some spaghetti. She would come out that grocery store hardly spending anything. She knew how to make a dollar stretch because she had what, 6 kids? She was like, you got to learn how to feed these kids. Mm. I remember then her oldest son got married, and then they had a lot of kids. I really do think that his wife, like that was just her MO to just keep having a lot of kids. I don't know how many of them, maybe it's 9. And so these were my cousins. And she just had all these kids, all these kids. And I think, and my grandmother thought too, that she was just having all these kids just so she could stay home and collect welfare. But anyway, she just kept pushing out kid. So she had like 9 kids. She would get her big welfare check, and by the middle of the month, she would be calling my grandmother. We don't have no food over here. What we gonna do? Your grandbaby's starving. We don't have no food. And one day my grandmother was like, Tracy, I'm taking you over here with me. And I was like, you guys know how that is in a family where you'll have those cousins that your blood related to them, but you like never see them. They're those type of cousins. They got a whole different lifestyle. And so my grandmother was like, I'm taking you over here with me. This don't make no sense. This woman don't know how to feed her own kids. Depending on the welfare like this, and then halfway through the month, she don't have enough food in her house to feed these kids, and always calling up here asking me for money. And because apparently what this lady was doing, what their mom was doing, was she would get these big welfare checks, but then you guys, she would go to the store and buy this ridiculous stuff: steaks, Oreos, Doritos. Oh, my grandmother used to call wham whams and bam bams, just a bunch of processed junk. And so then they would just eat it all up, and she would just let them eat it all up. And then by the middle of the month, they literally had nothing. And my grandmother was at her wits' end with her. This was her daughter-in-law, and she went over there and she took me with her. And she, oh my God, I already told you guys, my grandmother was definitely the matriarch, and she was married though, but her husband was a raging alcoholic. And so basically, she had to like raise her kids all on her own. It was all on her. And so she took me over there with her to see. this lady, and she went off. Oh, my grandmother was always super, super raw. She would curse you out. She would always say people either loved her or they hated her. There was no in between. She went over there and she chewed that woman, what they say, a new a hole. She went off. You need to be ashamed of yourself. You don't know how to spend money and keep food in this house for these kids because oh, and the other thing, she didn't like to cook. So she would like buy all this like frozen dinners and all, it was crazy. And so my grandmother went over there and she was like, "Let's go." And she was talking to that woman like she was a child. She was like, "I need to go in this grocery store and show you how to shop." And she was like, "The next time you get your food stamps, this is how you shop." And she went, "Okay, Roxy, you want to go out now? Okay. Or you going to go out? Here, baby. Go outside. Go potty. Go outside. Going outside." And she said, "Now this is how," she said, "I'm gonna show you how to shop for these kids. This don't make no sense." And we went to the grocery store, my grandmother, this woman, their mom, and me. And my grandmother literally took her down every aisle. And this was my grandmother. This is what I mean when I say these women back in the day were pure genius. She was like, "Stay out of these aisles. This is nothing but processed food and processed food and processed food. You can't feed that family on this nonsense." And she's like, "You need to go here." And she was showing her how to get produce and what produce to pick out. She was like, "You need to get a big bag of russet potatoes, a big bag of dried rice, a big bag of beans." She was like, "You go over here to this section." And she took her to the meat section. She's like, "Stop buying steaks." She was like, "You can't feed these kids steaks." She was like, "You need to make a big pot of beans." She got her some black eyed peas. She got some ham hocks. You guys had grandmothers like this. You know what I'm talking about. We got home. She showed her how to shop. She showed her how to shop and spend $50 on just all this basic stuff. But then how to come home, you gotta cook. And so she showed her, she was like, "You can't feed them meat every day. You can't afford it." She was like, "You got to make big pots of stew, big pots of beans, make some homemade made cornbread." She was like, "Dinner is going to look like a big pot of black eyed peas. You put a little, you guys remember the ham hocks?" She's like, "You put a ham hock in it to give it some flavor, and then you make a big pan of cornbread. Dinner is black eyed peas and cornbread. Dinner is a big bowl of stew that's loaded with these potatoes. Those potatoes now gonna make them full. And you always serve it with some type of bread." She went over there and she had to tell this lady or teach this lady how to cook and shop. They had it down. And to this day, even when I was in my 20s, even when I was out on my own, I've never been like, "Oh, I'm about to do what you guys call DoorDash today. I'm about to just be going out eating fast food every day." Absolutely not. Even in my 20s, fresh out of college, I was always, I'm cooking, I'm making a home cooked meal. Yes, Friday and Saturday, that's kind of always been my MO. Friday and Saturdays, I'm not doing a darn thing. That's gonna be the day that we're gonna get a pizza, or I don't know, somebody gonna grill, maybe the man is gonna grill, something like that. But most days of the week, I am cooking. And I learned early how to make a dollar last. Like go to the grocery store, buy this stuff, and cook it up and make it last. This DoorDash or processed food and not eating healthy. It's just a bunch of just what they call empty calories. There's like no nutrients at all. It's just a bunch of junk. And she was trying to feed this family of 9 kids, a family of 11 on just a bunch of junk. And I really don't like to say this. Oh, God, I don't like to say this. But all those kids, those 9 kids, and I really do believe that this was because their diet was so bad. They either, when they grew up, we found out that they were on the spectrum, ADHD, um, just not doing good at all. Just not doing good. Not mentally well, not physically well. Um, a couple of them went to prison for like years. And I really do feel like it was because when they were kids, she just fed them all this processed food. Let them just eat candy all day. It was sad. It was sad. And I actually found out not too long ago, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, that this processed food is linked to ADHD. It makes so much sense. You can't really develop your brain eating this sugar and it's just poison, you guys. The sugar is just poison. Um, talking down on who? Bridget, I'm not talking down on anybody. What are you talking about? Hi Cornell. Yes, you guys say hi as you guys come in and be sure to hit that like button and make sure to look and see if you are subscribed. Make sure that you are subscribed. Um, no, that's not talking down on them. It just is what it is. It was what it was. This woman just did not she had all these kids and she just did not educate herself on how she was going to feed her kids. And so she just basically was feeding them poison. And they literally paid for it as adults. They literally paid for it. One second, you guys. Do you done? Or you want to go back? Or did you finish? I gotta close the screen, Roxy. Done, Mama. Yeah, I'm not finished. Where you see Gary, Mama? I heard Gary come in the door, but I didn't see him. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. It is 444 harmony. That means harmony and balance, you guys. 444. Yes, I'm going to get out of here. You guys, be sure to thumbs up that video, feed that algorithm. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. Please, please, please help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers this year. And stay tuned for the video tomorrow. You guys know that I do daily videos, most days, 2 videos a day, and always, every day, Monday through Sunday. Hi, Kelly. Monday through Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is always the video. And then the days that I give you guys 2 videos a day, the second one comes in at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, yes, like literally most days, 6 days out the week, you guys are getting 2 videos a day. If I don't do, I think most of the time it's 7 days a week. And if I don't do that 2 p.m., I usually come on live right here. So make sure you guys to make sure that after you subscribe, you turn on that bell notification and put on all notifications so that you guys know when I pop up on you and do a live stream like we did today. And I don't remember what tomorrow morning's video is. Yeah. Oh, you guys definitely have to tune in for tomorrow's video in the morning. Tomorrow's video, you guys, is about the guy who wrote in on Facebook saying that he feels like he was sabotaged because he was out there cheating. He's a husband. He was out there cheating on his wife. He contracted the big HIV, but because the wife already knew that he was a cheating whore, she had protected herself. So then now when he gets the HIV from his side piece, now he has to come and tell the wife that he has HIV. But when he goes to tell the wife that he has HIV, the wife is like, I'm on PrEP. So she doesn't contract the HIV because she had already been 10 steps ahead of him and she had gotten herself on PrEP. And so now this man was writing in on Facebook saying that he feels like he's been sabotaged because his wife didn't tell him to get on PrEP. How dare she protect herself and not tell him about the prep? Oh my God. So you guys have got to tune in and watch tomorrow's video. Oh my God, it is so freaking hilarious. I love to see my ladies out here thinking smart, being 10 steps ahead, protecting yourself, always protecting yourself. So you guys definitely stay tuned and watch that video. That was a really, really good one. But you guys know there are uploads every single day at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, I don't know what tomorrow video at 2 p.m. I just don't know what that video is about. But just stay tuned. Turn on your bell notifications and make sure that you guys are subscribed. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's live. Thank you, Juju. Thank you, Rachel. I forgot who I was talking to earlier. It's been seemed like it's been so long ago. Let me go back and see. Janice, SJ Talks, said you do. Oh, yes, my little California girl. Yes, thank you guys so much for keeping the conversation going. I appreciate you guys when you keep the conversation going. And B Wayne, and you guys make the conversation just easy and natural flowing art. Yes, thank you guys so much for showing up. SJ Talks, she has a YouTube channel as well, and soon, here soon, probably next week, I'm going to react to one of her videos. So stay tuned for that. SJ, I appreciate you. So, anyway, you guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this here good live. Enjoy the rest of your week. You guys know, come back next week because I do a live at least once a week. It usually is either Thursday or Friday, but just turn on your notifications so that you guys know when I go live. But I will see you guys tomorrow for the 7 a.m. upload, and I'll see you next week for our next live. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Mwah! I love you guys. Bye.